the hell is Vecna even in? That thing has a heartbeat ahead above him.
I was like, we know nothing about Dimension X.
That's what I'm trying to say. We're about to learn everything about Dimension X
all in one
like the next couple days. Spoilers for anybody that's watching. That's coming in. Spoilers for season 5, part 2. I want to get into the characters first.
Yes.
In this new part, who stood out to you, and who do you think took a backseat for you?
It really feels like Mike took a backseat for this part of this. I think in the first part he was a little bit more important. He's kind of the one that was like encouraging Will to be a sorcerer, and he was kind of talking to Elle a lot and stuff like that. But this part, he kind of just there, just pacing around and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Doesn't really do much from what I noticed. But I think the characters to me that like really stood out for this part were the group that was in the Upside Down. So like Steve, Dustin, Jonathan, Nancy. I think these parts were very focused more heavily on those characters. Yeah. And 11, obviously.
I was going to say, and I think their part kind of, to me,
the most important.
I think was the most important. Yeah. It was bringing the story kind of the more forward.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think that's a good choice. So you said Nancy, Jonathan, all of them basically Upside Down. Okay, I mean, I personally would say this, and this was, I was going to say them, but also I think Max and Lucas.
Oh yeah. Them too.
A really big standout for me this season because they did their thing in season 4 with the whole scene where Max goes blind and she gets half her body cracked by Vecna.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting of the full tie back.
Yeah.
Of spoilers, but Max wakes up.
Yes.
And all of that. We'll get into all the details later.
Moments,
But that was a really big standout for me. Was those two characters? They did a really good job, I think, this season. Also, Will a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't think he really did do much this part?
I honestly think he did more.
Okay. I was gonna say yeah.
Because if you really think about it, what he did to Vecna
was crazy.
Spoilers. Was way more impressive than what he did to the Demogorgons.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest because it was like this. Okay, wait a minute. You're plugged in. Like, you're fucking right plugged into his plug-in. Like, how do I say this? It's like I'm watching something through a HDMI and then somebody else is watching through like my you know what I'm saying? Like my other device through the TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if this makes sense, the Mind Flayer is the TV. Vecna is the laptop. And then Will is the phone.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like that. And I thought that was so interesting that he tapped into his mind and started to really affect him.
Yeah.
And he started talking through Vecna.
That was crazy. And
I was like,
I was always wondering, because I remember when they dropped that trailer and there's that scene of Will going like,
I wonder what that was.
What was that scene for?
Yeah,
and they finally revealed why he was screaming.
That was such a good scene.
And he was talking to Max.
And I'm going to be honest, we could still get into some of the characters after, and we both didn't say anything of the things that we didn't really like yet of the characters. Like,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, because I said, the part that we felt was... Yeah. Oh, no, you did say somebody that got a backseat. You said
Mike.
I
said Mike kind of got a backseat.
Yeah, okay, so you could tell me your positives, I guess, after then, of, who do you think got more highlighted or had, like, a spotlight moment. But, I don't know, bro. I think that with... the way they handled that whole sequence of, them reviving the Demogorgon or whatever, I thought that was like,
sick.
This was what I loved about Stranger Things.
Yes.
This was the original idea of getting these kids together. They're doing this makeshift stuff to make something happen based off of something they watched in a movie or something they watched in a TV series or whatever. I always loved that element, and I think that the Duffer Brothers doing that and kind of adding some of the early elements to the end is like just a chef's kiss, bro.
Yeah.
Me personally.
I think they did Loki kind of lose the plot a little bit with the last like 2 seasons, you know what I mean? Or like season 3, season 4, where it's like not like lose the plot, but like it lost the original feeling of the first couple seasons.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I do think that this season does kind of feel more like season 1 than the past seasons.
It definitely does.
You know what I'm saying? Even though there's still a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Yeah.
But it does feel like it has that same vibe to me as that first season. Yeah, but other than that, like I think one of the characters that like I don't want to say I don't like the character.
Yeah.
I just don't trust this character. Kali.
Bro,
number 8.
Me neither, dude.
I do not.
I don't trust her at all,
There's something about,
bro.
like,
yeah, it's like the vibe just seems a little off. Like,
yeah.
It's like this, right? Like, can I be honest? And I'm not after cutting you off. It just seems like 11 keeps trying to have these like kind of sweet sister moments with her, and then this girl's basically like, okay, I feel what you're saying, but bro, we gonna kill ourselves after this though, just to make sure.
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
you feel me?
Because the entire time I'm like, all right, all this girl's doing is just complaining about shit. And she's not giving no input on how to improve shit.
Yeah.
Until the end when she's like, let's kill ourselves.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I was like,
what the hell? Like, you're insane.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
bro,
crazy.
you've been a test tube baby for a little minute, baby.
Yes.
Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why. I think with the plan that they've made,
yeah,
I feel like Kali or number 8 is going to betray 11.
I think so, too.
I think she's going to betray 11. I think because, the whole plan
Because I heard something about, like, a backstabber or something like that. Am I wrong?
I don't know, but I didn't hear anything.
I heard something
But
about,
I think that if there is someone who's going to backstab someone.
That's what I heard.
Or the betrayal. Yeah, I think that is one of the.
You know what I mean? I heard something on that, but go ahead.
I think if someone is going to betray someone, it's going to be Kali.
That's a great
or Kali.
answer, bro. Yeah.
I think that because her whole plan is for both of them to stay in the upside down while it blows up, whatever.
Yeah.
I think she's going to do something to trick 11 that she's still there with her, and she's going to dip out. You know what I'm saying? Because it already shows that she was able to
I know, bruh.
Or I think she's gonna do a thing where they're gonna show them killing Vecna or whatever, but it's gonna be Kali messing with the team.
Ah, man, dude.
Because her power is so crazy that she can mess with someone's mind, so she could show you something that's not happening and you think it's real.
Bro, can I call it right now? Okay. That's a good guess, dude. Because now we're getting right into the theories. At this point, if you just want to. All right, wait. Okay, before I jump into the theory, I just want to say one more thing because you kind of are using a character, and then you're tying a theory with the character. So it still works. Okay. I'll just say this. I agree with you. I think that is a big possibility that this girl, Kali, is going to end up being the traitor.
Yeah, I think
she's going to end up betraying them. So we'll see about that.
Mm-hmm.
But another character, I'm not going to lie, I feel like they had to give them a redemption. And I swear to God, when it happened, I literally sat there with my girl and I said, I swear to God, if this bitch comes out of the smoke, I'm going to be fucking pissed. You know what I'm talking about. I was like this. No way. I did think that she did need a redemption, though.
I know what you're talking about. Shout out to the moms. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. Immediately when the scene happened, I looked at my girl and said, I swear to God, if this bitch comes out of the smoke, I'm going to be so pissed. Okay. It was cool. I thought it was dope that they gave the mom her moment of like she was able to save the kids, and I'm not gonna nitpick because I was kind of like, if we're being, cool it was a dope scene. No, I'm not even talking about the scene. I was just thinking like, logically the mom was limping like a motherfucker. The timing of the demodogs running
down there, yeah.
But I don't want to be that guy.
And her carrying the oxygen tanks.
I don't want to be that guy. Let's just forget it. Let's just pretend that it was light.
Yeah.
She dragged it. You feel
something,
me?
Yeah.
Threw it in the what call. Already had it, But that was dope. It made for a dope scene, cool for sure. And then I did kind of like also the element of, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might disagree with you on Mike at the end. He had a line in this that I was just like, this is why we love this nigga Mike as the leader. I think that scene where he was talking to his mom and his mom finds out about everything. Everybody starts finding out about the upside down, which was dope. I like that. Cool, the whole squad is getting together now, right? Oh, and the fact that was Mike and Lucas and a bunch of everybody's first time being in the upside down. And they brought the teacher.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, I was excited that he's getting involved.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited that he's involved. But I was going to say, though, with Mike, I feel like that scene with his mom was one of my favorite scenes from Mike, I think, since when he was a kid. Mm-hmm. When he was telling his mom, he said, Mom, you got to understand that this was the same team that brought back Will.
Yeah. That was hard.
Gonna bring back Holly.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like,
that was dope.
Oh,
that scene was dope.
Like, it was such a full circle of like, you seen the kids grow up. The mom had to, like, you're seeing all the moms kind of let their kids be their own person. Like, you know what? I gotta trust my kid.
Yeah, even with Joyce and stuff
Joyce
too,
and Will, and then now the parallel with Mike
Hopper,
and his mom, and Hopper and 11 as
yeah.
well. So you're seeing a lot of these parallels of the parents having their growth as well, or their character arc.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Or character
but I do get what you
development.
mean. I was kind of like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, that was a little bit like, all right, come on.
It was a cool scene and all, but I was like, I mean, unless like the demo dogs are just dumb as hell.
Yeah, because
I don't remember
them doing stuff like that.
I don't remember them being just dumb like that.
I was just like, okay, so are they interested in like sound and things like that? But then I was like, I thought Vecna. But then again,
train them. They're
no,
like
but then again,
dogs. But there are babies though.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, I think that does kind of make sense because I'm thinking back from the season with Bob.
That was season 2.
You know, so
with the demo dogs.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. I mean, it did kind of seem like some things can distract them.
Yeah.
Like you throw shit, whatever. You know.
Yeah. I guess
sound.
So, yeah.
You know, so that. But when I seen that scene, I was kind of like. That felt a little out of place when they went to the washer and they were like hella like sitting there for a minute like
they were making dog noises and stuff. Yeah.
Reggie. I was like, bro, come on, man. Like,
yeah, but minor, very minor nitpick. Yeah, for sure.
So I'll say this just to kind of say whatever before we just dive into the we get into theories.
The big events.
Yeah, I'll just say I definitely have just nitpicks, but I can't really say there was anything I really just strongly disliked.
I don't think there's any characters in there that were like really. I was like, man, get this character off the screen. You know what I mean? I don't think there was anything like that.
Yeah.
And even like with the like some of the scenes I really love is the scenes with like Dustin and Steve. Like Dustin finally gets over that. Yeah. That you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they fight each other, and then he gets over that scene where he's like, no, I can't, like, not you too. You know what I mean? He's like, I can't lose you too. You know what I mean? I thought,
so it's almost, it makes sense why he was like that. So it's like
he's almost kind of like trying to be a little bit overprotective and distant because he was scared that if he lost him, you know what I mean, that he wouldn't be able to handle it for us. You know what I'm saying? And I do like that scene, and I'm not gonna lie, this is getting a little bit into theories, but not really. I just want to say this: one of them is definitely dying. I said 100%. I said it on the clip that we made a couple months ago or whatever about Steve and Dustin.
One of them is definitely gonna die.
One of them is gonna bite the dust.
Yeah, I think. I'll say this. You know what was interesting too, and this was the first time I think in a while that I've had this, and I think I'm noticing it as well with the Duffer Brothers. I like when a series is so good that even the artist or the person who's creating it, they're like, Nancy.
Yeah, like they don't even want to kill.
They don't even want to kill their own characters. They're like, like it's such a dilemma for even them, the same way it is for the audience. That's how you know you've given so much life to your characters that it's like even you're like,
I don't want to take them.
I don't want to kill Nancy.
Yeah.
But Steve, everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying,
The Harrington. I don't know,
Yeah, I agree with you because I think they said in an interview the reason why they didn't kill a lot of the characters off in the earlier episodes or earlier seasons was because they became reason. That they didn't want to they felt like it would ruin their show if they killed off a character, like a big main character. That's why they would always introduce someone and then make them off
it's like
stuff.
So that's so interesting. So they needed to find a loophole that Marvel did have. You know what I mean? Because Marvel would be like, fuck it, let's kill the villains. They'll just get rid of the villains. Like, fuck it, let's get rid of the villains. But What Call is doing it in such a way that kind of works because, doing it with Eddie and whatever. Yeah. So it can kind of hit harder.
Bob and stuff. Like, they introduce a character, make everyone fall in love with him, and then they'll
take him away.
Take him out. Yeah.
So I think I agree with you that is, I
think that's the way that they're going, but that's the thing. It's like, I guess we'll talk about this later on. Yeah. But I just wanted to ask you. Yeah. Out of all the big reveals or big events that happened from this part, what do you think was the most craziest?
Oh man, to me, bro, I honestly think was finding out that the Upside Down is not what we fucking expected. I was crazy. Like, so it's not another world? It's like
it's a bridge.
Time.
It's a bridge. Yeah.
It's 2 points in time. Yes. So this is like Hawkins
set during November 6th, 1980s.
It's like
Will got took.
It was the day. No, but that's the craziest part. It's the day that Vecna also got took. Mm-hmm. So it's not really even about Will. Yeah. It was always about Vecna, and then when the Mind Flayer took him, because they even showed a little bit of it. Holly was. You remember exactly what I was talking about from the play.
Yes.
That was exactly what I was saying. He had a briefcase, the thing opens and it goes straight into Henry at that time, and that was the day that the Mind Flayer entered his body. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I think that was the biggest event to me. And then even when the teacher of them explained it, they said it's something of just pure evil and something. I was like, what the fuck? They said of chaos and pure evil.
Yeah, it was a thing from Dungeons & Dragons. I forgot what the name was.
And they also said D&D.
I forgot what it was called, what Dustin had called it. It starts with an A though.
Yeah.
That was crazy that like the Upside Down was pretty much like a highway that they used to get into all
or to get into
Hawkins.
That's so crazy. So it's literally a pit stop.
Yeah, literally. It's literally a freeway.
No, I was gonna say because
X to
Wilqua, yeah, because it's crazy that Holly literally jumped like the Demogorgon.
Yes.
You see her go through the little portal and shit. So I was like, oh, so this is how they really be moving around and shit. Like when you really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they go from that dimension, they cut through the upside down, then they go to ours.
And it explains why, because I think a lot of people were like, especially in part 1, was like, where are all the demo bats?
Yeah.
In the upside down.
That explains it all. They're all in Dimension X. Yes. And then the reason why they were in the upside down is because Vecna brought them
in there. Yes.
So when he went back to Dimension X, they all followed him.
Yes.
That blew my mind because that literally cleared up that whole plot hole. Everybody was like, wait, so where's Eddie's body? And where's the Demobats?
Yeah.
And where's all this? See, the story's so inconsistent, bro. Where's the Demodogs? Everybody kept complaining. I was like, bro, they're gonna make it make sense.
And I was wondering too, like, where are the Demobats?
Yeah,
you know, I was wondering that, like, where are all the creatures and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Because that should be an upside down.
I was like, it does seem very empty.
It was like they don't live in there. They live in Dimension X.
I love that they did that.
Yeah, that was really smart. That was dope. I think that was one of the craziest reveals.
Yes.
Obviously, Max coming back was really crazy.
Oh, another one. No, that was a big ass reveal. Max coming back was insane. Also, when they revealed the backstory of Kali and how they were trying to do another experiment.
Yes.
And they had hella girls pregnant.
That was crazy.
Like, it was just running through all the
so
tables.
many rooms.
It was fucking, I was like, okay, so they're doing 12.
Because she literally said, I don't even know how many, you know what I mean?
Pregnant women were there.
Pregnant women were in there, yeah. That was crazy.
That's what that.
And then like another thing where she was saying, you know, like even if you kill,
they kill Dr. Brenner.
If they kill Dr. J or whatever her name is, I forgot her name, Dr. K.
Yeah.
She replaced Papa.
They're
gonna get someone to replace her eventually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that like those scenes were really crazy. Like, you know, breaking Kali out of the the base and all that stuff. But I think another scene that I think was kind of important, or actually was really important to me honestly, was the whole Will coming out scene.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty interesting scene. I'm not gonna lie, me personally, it kind of went on a little bit too long.
It was too long. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. And personally, for me, I feel like they should have put that in the first season. I mean, the first part one.
Yeah.
I think for the last episode to do that was a little bit like.
Yeah, because
but it did make sense of why they threw it because Vecna was trying to use it against him. So I get that.
Because he kept messing with his mind, like you know, if they find out, no one's gonna love you no more. Now it's kind of like he has nothing against Will no more. Exactly. Like that was the only thing he had to do against Will.
Yes.
And now Will knows, like, oh, I know you're scared of something too. So I could tap into your mind.
So this
and figure out what you're scared of. So this final episode is gonna get crazy.
It's gonna get into the mind shit again.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
For the final episode, I'm like, is 2 hours gonna be enough?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I feel what you said.
Are they gonna be able to fit all this stuff into 2 hours?
I'm literally thinking that too. I was just like, oh my god, is it just one really? So I get what you're saying. Yeah, is 2 hours really enough to wrap up everything of Stranger Things all in one? Yeah. Because we also have like the idea, and we didn't even say this. What the hell is Vecna even in? That thing has a heartbeat ahead above him.
I was like, we know nothing about Dimension X.
That's what I'm trying to say. We're about to learn everything about Dimension X
all in one
like the next couple days, because that is another dimension.
They're definitely gonna tap into more of
the monsters,
Henry's backstory. Yeah. They're gonna tie in some parts of the play and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like
they already started to.
Yeah, but then we'll also have things of like, you know, the worlds colliding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with Eleven and Kali.
Yes.
The military people and all that stuff. And it's like, are they going to mention anything about Russia? There's still parts of the Upside Down and Russia and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just going to forget about all that stuff from the last seasons or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's still so much. They answered a lot with this part.
Yeah.
You know, in part 2, they did answer and reveal a lot of stuff.
But they opened a lot more.
Like, they closed a lot of books, and it opened up a lot more stuff. Because now I'm like...
They closed a lot of gates and opened up.
Yeah, there we go, yeah. Exactly, yeah. They closed a lot of gates and opened a lot more gates, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting, yeah.
So, I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. But one little nitpick that I have, and I think that... I don't know if this is just me. Some of the pacing of the show... I'm like, I don't know if it's just me and my brain. I need everything to be on 10. I need a little bit more urgency with these characters sometimes.
Ooh, I know what you're saying. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I know what you're going to say. Bro, there was one scene I was really like this. Are y'all kidding me right now?
The scene
with Robin and what's her name? I'm not even going to lie. When they were hiding from the Demodogs, I was like this. And look, maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I'm whatever. But I was thinking this. Okay, I know what they were trying to go for in this moment. I get it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a sweet thing of like, oh, we're talking about this, and I'm gonna take it in.
So yeah, we're gonna get dessert.
We're gonna get dessert. Yeah, right.
Can y'all shut the hell up a little bit?
I was going.
Can y'all just shut the hell up? Turn the Kate Bush down a little tiny bit.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, turn that shit. Nigga, crank that motherfucker halfway at least.
Put it up against Max's ear or something.
Keep that motherfucker, bro, put the speaker up to her ear, nigga, let her still run up that hill.
You know what I mean?
And then that didn't bother me because I was like, I get it. Lucas is like, bro, she gotta come home, bro. Stop playing with her.
Yeah.
That one, I was like, get my girl fucking Max home now.
I swear to God,
right? With what car, bro?
Robin and Vicky.
old girl. I was like, are y'all laughing right now?
Yeah.
Y'all are laughing right now.
Can we, I understand this is a crazy moment, and some people will take, sometimes people laugh when they're under stress or whatever, but I'm like, man, you can see it through the mirror. You can see it through the mirror right behind y'all.
Crazy. That bothered me.
And then, there's so many scenes like that, and I'm like, I need a lot more urgency, especially when Max and Holly are sitting there. They see first of all, that bothered me, the part one when Max was over there touching her hand and shit like that, like I felt him, and she didn't run up that hill to the fucking portal. They see Max's portal open.
Bro.
Max decides to stop and give her like a 10-minute pep talk, whatever. And then Holly's portal is open, and then they decide to do a nice little stroll to the portals. Yeah. I'm like, if y'all don't start booking it. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, as soon as I seen Holly's portal, I'd be like, pep talk over, run.
Oh God, immediately out of that. I think that would have even made the scene hit more. She's in the middle of her speech.
And they see the shit open.
They see Holly. Just go. Get out of here. They both just start taking off. That would have hit way harder for me. I get what you're saying. It's just some of the pacing feels a little bit too much like you guys are acting like you have all the time in the world, and it's bothering me a little bit, but I get it. It's like, it's almost like this thing that I guess like movies and television does when it's like if they do a monologue, it's almost like in a time bubble.
Yeah, like it doesn't affect the
time of the story. It's like this monologue in the context of the story was like a minute.
Yeah.
But in our context, it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes, damn near.
But in reality,
and it feels like 40. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, that's one thing also with this part specifically that I felt like, man, it's like everyone had like a fucking 10-page monologue in this part. You know what I'm saying? Everybody damn near. You know what I mean? Everybody. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like that builds characters, and you know what I mean? That's gonna move along people's story arcs and stuff like that. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, we need more urgency though. Like 100%. There's a lot of shit going on 100%. That we need to get y'all moving for real instead of sitting here. And, you know what I mean? Like there are some scenes where like even when Max and Holly were pissing me off, Loki. Like there are some scenes where they're like, they finally get to that area where like the portals are, and they're over there saying one-liners to each other and making little quips.
Man, you're not in Kansas anymore, kid.
And I'm like, yo, cut all the bullshit, bro. Cut all that shit.
Yeah.
Let's get to the fucking meat and potatoes, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get to dinner.
Yeah. There are some things that I was like, okay, bro, we did not need these like funny little one-liners, these little quips.
Hey, no, now that you say it, I mean, everybody did have a big moment because even Jonathan and Nancy, I thought they were really gonna die.
I thought they were gonna die.
I'm gonna be honest. I told my girl straight up. I was like, oh,
this might be it.
They might really do this. Yeah. I was like, why didn't I see this one coming? I was like, this might actually happen because I did not expect it.
Yeah.
I was like, Jonathan and Nancy might actually go together.
Well, I remember you telling me that you thought that Jonathan might die.
Yes,
I was like, camera. You told me off camera.
Yes, because
and then when that scene where it was like, I think they might do like a Titanic.
A Titanic. I was thinking that too.
He was gonna get off the desk. Yeah.
To let her stay on, because like I was thinking that too. I was like, okay, they're gonna end up doing a Titanic.
Yeah. But, and that was a
good scene.
That was a cool scene with them talking and then doing the whole proposal. So it's like, are they broken up or are they kind of just like taking a break? I'm kind of confused on that.
Me too. I don't understand their dating status.
I don't understand it either. Yeah. But I think this part was the Duffers being like, we're cutting all the ships out. Yeah. Byler, Stancy,
I was gonna say
Jancy,
that was one of the last things. That was one of the last things I wanted to say. All of that shit, bro. They made sure it was confirmed.
Yeah.
Like Byler, to all the Byler people,
that's just gone.
Dude, it's gone.
Yeah.
Let it go. It's over. They're not doing Byler. They're not.
It's not the end of the
world. They just confirmed it right now. And if you're still gonna cope, I swear you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because they literally confirmed it. Will said it from his own mouth. Yeah. He said it was never about Mike. He straight up said it. Yeah. It was never about him.
It was about me.
It was about me the whole time. Yeah. He said he was my Tammy.
Yeah.
They just explained it. Because everybody kept saying, no, you misunderstood the way what's her name was talking about it. She was basically saying that she liked him like Tammy, but he is her, what I call it.
Yeah, and I even see some people were like, because like when he says like, he's my Tammy, Mike makes like a face. Yeah. And some people are already on Twitter like, Mike still has feelings for Will. That proves it. But and it's also, I'm not gonna lie, here's a little curveball in it. All 3 of the boys are sitting on that couch. He might have been looking at Lucas. He might have been looking at Dustin.
Not true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know who he was looking at.
Yeah.
He might have been Steve. He might have been Steve was in that direction. He might have been looking at Steve.
Not me.
You know what I mean? So who really knows for reals? But they nipped all that in the butt, and I'm glad that they did that because it's like,
no, honestly, just focus on the story.
We gotta focus on like what's really like important for
we don't
us,
need any of the, you feel me, any of the extra.
The only ship that I care about,
honestly,
is Lumax.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Lumix.
Lucas and Max is the only one that matters for us. Even the whole Mike 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just because you can kind of tell that because Millie Bobby Brown's married and stuff now. That she probably was like, maybe we could reduce my kissing scenes with Brad, some of my scenes just in general. Yeah, because it feels so different. The relationship feels so different.
I'm not gonna lie, I think they broke up off camera, off screen, in the show, because he even says like, friends don't lie. Yeah. It's like, why would you call your girlfriend friend?
Well, I think he was still trying to remind her.
I know, from when they were kids and stuff, but it's like that on top of all the scenes of them. You know what I mean? I think now they're just kind of like, they're just good friends. Like homies. I don't think did they kiss in part 1? I think they did actually. I think they did kiss in part 1. I don't even remember.
I don't remember. You talking about this part 1?
Season 5 part 1, yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't remember. When they ran and they hugged in the field outside of the squat or whatever?
I don't think they kissed.
Okay. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But one more thing, I know this is getting a little too long, but I wanted to say this. Yeah. One more thing, bro. I don't like that they separated so much of the characters because it's like you're jumping all over the place.
I know what you mean.
And it was kind of like not like confusing or not hard to follow. It just kind of like it would just take me out. Like there's a crazy scene happening, and it's like we're jumping to the radio station. Now we're jumping to the Upside Down. Now we're jumping to here, there.
I kind of like that.
I don't know. To me, it's kind of like, all right, bro. It's like
I think that was always something Stranger Things handled well, especially like the best time we've seen them do it was season 4.
Yeah, I get what you say. Yeah, I think season 4 they did really good.
Hopper was in
California and all
thing, and then this was in California, and then we also had I
get what you mean. I'm just saying like I'm just glad that coming into the final episode, everyone literally. No,
I know what you mean. I do like that idea that now this is the first time, like the beginning of the series, but now it's really everybody.
Yeah, now they're really. Yeah, you know what they got squad for us.
But I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that bothered me, I'm just gonna say this, and then we'll go. Is I just don't like that they brought everybody. I was just kind of like it's cool that they brought everybody, but I don't like that they brought everybody. If
really?
That makes sense. Because
like some people could have stayed back.
Exactly. It was like, come on, bro. Like
the teacher was he there with them in the truck in the box
truck? He was
in
the Upside Down. He did a nigga walk with the flashlight. He looking all
no, you're right. He was sitting there opening the gates and stuff like that. Yeah,
so
you're right.
What I'm saying is this. The teacher kind of makes sense to me.
Because they kind of need him.
Yeah. Like, they kind of were like, all right, we need a real fucking physicist.
Tech guy, real smart guy,
Real, you know what I mean? A guy who knows all this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
he's able to hack the doors and open them up and stuff like that.
So, of course, they need him. But Robin's girlfriend?
Yeah. I get what you mean.
I swear to God, Nancy's mom better not be there.
I think
she stayed in the hospital.
She stayed in the hospital. Will was trying to.
I think Mike convinced her. Mike convinced her. Yeah.
You actually need to be in the hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was cool.
You're not like Max. Like you really need to be up in the hospital for us. You got fucking toe up, mom. You need to go back on that bed, take some medicine. You don't need surgery.
Yeah, I'm God, mom. No, you need to go get your surgery. You feel me? Ibuprofen, all the shit. All that shit. Yeah, mom.
You know, IV.
Yeah, go lay
down. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
go lay down, mom.
I do get what you mean. That's kind of like. I'm glad that everyone's back.
Yes.
But it's like,
why
not? Maybe not everyone. Yeah. Maybe some people could have stayed behind, took care of Joyce at the squawk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Joyce was supposed to be upside down this season. It didn't seem like she was in that truck.
I don't think she was. No, I think she was Murray and basically everybody else. Yeah. Except I think Joyce wasn't there and basically some of the moms. I think Joyce wasn't there.
I think Will was there with them. Oh, no, he did go with them.
Will did, because he told everybody, like, I gotta go fight,
I think everyone was there except for Joyce, pretty much.
I think, Joyce and the mom. Because Hopper,
all of them were there, Jonathan, Steve, Dustin, everyone was there, But I do get what you mean. I'm like, but
which is cool. We'll see.
We'll see how it comes the finale. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is gonna be on some endgame shit.
I was already thinking that the minute they were doing the whiteboard.
Yeah, the finale is going to be on some endgame.
No, really, like was that not very parallel to Endgame? Was like they were working on the whiteboard, and then to try to stop Vecna versus the same way. At the end of Endgame, they were over there trying to
figure out how to stop
Thanos and get the stones and go back in time, and they were trying to figure out everything.
Yes,
the game plan.
It was very
fucking similar.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So this is going to be Stranger Things' Endgame. Let us know what you guys think. Give us theories, whatever you guys want to say. This series was amazing. I don't even know what else to say. Yeah. But we'll see what's going on next week with the season finale. You guys come back to this, check it out. We're going to do another review on that. So, yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will catch you guys on the next one.